Oh, boy!
That stuff is...
Yes! Showtime! Woo! 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 Silent and profiling. Woo! It's live and in color. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you we are here. Bills Mafia is Sunday night. Sunday night is here. And this is a big game. This is a big moment, really, for the Buffalo Bills this season because this is their real, I guess, first test. I would say the Dolphins were kind of a test, but the way they're looking, I don't know if that was a test unless they could turn things around. But this will be a test. Do not get confused by their records. Let me put a little bit of background music, and I'm going to get to some of y'all's. If this is too loud, let me know if that background music is too loud. But let me get to some of your comments right away. And yeah, y'all know that I always have to listen to In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, man, right before I go live on these, especially these night games, man. Chris, I can't stay on the Ravens fan base. I really want this win. We got this. We got this. Here's some inactives that I was going to tell earlier, but hey, Spin is on top of the game. Inactives, cornerback Teron Johnson, which we knew. Safety Mike Edwards, linebacker Terrell Bernard, which we knew. Linebacker, I'm just going to say EU. And Will Clapp is inactive tonight. So I don't think there's any surprises there. And yeah, there probably are. I'm going to go through the current scores of today right now, scores and the final results of games today. What up, Beth? Glad you're in the building. What up, man? Bills fan 1970. Go Bills. Yeah, damn right. Go Bills. TD Dog, let's win it tonight. Yeah, let's do it. Go Bills. Damn right. Go Bills. All right. I think let me see here. Mr. Full, what's up, Tommy? I wrote my original Christmas song called. Okay, good for you, brother. Glad you got that going. Christmas is a couple months away, so good for you, man. Good stuff. Robert Wilson, what up, Robert? Glad you're back, man. Sorry you had to bounce out the other day. You know how it goes, man. Sometimes the show, sometimes our podcast goes down a lot of rabbit holes, and it's not for everyone every night. So appreciate you that you came back, though. Everyone has their own cup of tea, right? Everyone has their own cup of tea that they like, and it is what it is. But I'm glad that you are on here tonight pregame. We will be postgame right after the show as well. The Broncos made the Jets, and all media cried at it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get to those scores right now, man. Okay, that's fine, Mr. Fulton. You can send it to me. I'll take a listen to it. All right. Let's get to some of these scores so I can kind of give you guys an update on what's going on around the league. So I'll get to the current scores right now. 49ers are beating up on the Patriots, which we all knew that was going to happen. 30-13 with 3 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. So that is a wrap. Patriots will fall to 1-3. Which is that any surprise? I mean, is anyone surprised that the Patriots are a bad football team this year? No. Raiders are beating the Browns right now, 20-16. Raiders do have the ball with 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter, so it's a close game. It's still up for grabs. Chiefs and Chargers tied at 10-10. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. First and goal for the Chiefs at LA Chargers 1. More than likely, they're going to get a touchdown here. I'll keep you updated on that. Here's the finals on the games that were from earlier today. Commanders beat the Cardinals. I mean, man, they whooped up on the Cardinals. 42-14 in Arizona. Commanders are playing some pretty good football. They're 3-1, guys. So Yeah, man, their rookie quarterback's looking pretty good so far. Falcons beat the Saints. The Saints look like they came back down to earth, right? They were looking like one of the better teams when they first, the first two games, and now they have lost the last two. So 26-24 Falcons win. 58-yard field goal at the end there by Koo. I wish our kicker could do that. I would have zero faith in Tyler Bass making a game-winning field goal from 58 yards. The Bears won 2 in a row. The Bears beat the Rams 24-18 in Chicago. The Packers fell down early to Minnesota, and they had a comeback, but too little, too late. They fell 31-29. Vikings are now 4-0. The Colts beat the Steelers, who came in undefeated, and they won 27-24. Another game where the Steelers came back, but it was a little bit too late. And the Jets lost to the Broncos 10-9. What a pretty much a boring game. Boring game offensively. There was only one touchdown in this game in the third quarter by Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton. And that was pretty much what won it. They scored a field goal at the in the fourth quarter. They went up 10-6 or 10-9, and the Jets missed their final field goal, and that was it. Buccaneers beat up on the Eagles 33-16. The Eagles now are 2-2. The Bucs are 3-1. Bengals beat up on the Panthers 34-24. Though it was close in the first half, the Bengals had a way better second half and closed the show. And Texans squeaked by the 0-3 Jaguars, who are now 0-4. The Texans now are 3-1, and that is the Buffalo Bills' next opponent. And then Thursday night game, which is the Cowboys, they beat the Giants 20-15. Cowboys don't look right, but they did get the win. And the Giants fall to 1-3. Brian Dable is probably on the hot seat. I don't know if he makes it through the year. But anyways, let's get to some of your comments. And I'm sorry if I didn't see him because I was rolling through that stuff for you. Lee, love for the Bills to win, but hard to see the Ravens going 1-3. Yeah, well, you might have to see that. If we stop the run game from Laura Henry, win this. Yeah. And that's the key. That's definitely one of the keys of the game. Make them one-dimensional. Force Lamar to pretty much be pass reliant, right? To be pass heavy. And we'll beat them. Robert, the Commanders are looking like the best team in the NFC right now. They are. I mean, early on, I would say Minnesota. They got some playmakers over there. So I would say Minnesota right now is probably they're playing the best football in the NFC right now. Spin Jets fans after last week. Rodgers back to MVP. For him, Jets take the division. 5 minutes later, the sky is falling. Yeah, I know, right? What happened to that? Oh my God. Luis Matos. What's up, Tommy? Bills win 31-27, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. I'll tell you my score prediction at the end if you stick around. I think we win bigger than that, man. Spears Bill Talk 38-35. Wow, y'all have it close, man. I don't have it close. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have it close. Spin, hard to see the Ravens going to 1-3, but it's even harder seeing Bills go 3-1. Damn right. Thank you, Spin. That was a good comment. That was actually a great comment. So, guys, tonight we have the Big Three, which you guys know I go over every pregame. So the Big Three, which is the three keys to a Bills victory, and then also the 3 key matchups in the game. So let's get to it. By the way, I'll be out of here by about 7:45. So about you guys got me around, I would say, another 30 to 40 minutes left on this pregame show. By the way, if the background audio is too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. All right, 3 key matchups to watch in Week 4 versus the Ravens. All right, here we go. Gregory Rousseau versus Ronnie Staley, left tackle. Ravens' Ronnie Staley is a former All-Pro left tackle, but he will have his hands full on Sunday night. With most of the Ravens' offensive line being banged up going into Week 4, the healthy Stanley will be leaned upon even more so by the Ravens. The bad news for Stanley is he is going to be tasked with stopping the penetration of Gregory Rousseau. Rousseau moves to both sides of the defensive line, but when he is matched up with Stanley, it will be power versus power. The winner of this matchup could prove vital. Yeah, man. They are banged up on the offensive line. Listen, the Bills 4, they need to bring it tonight, man. There is no excuse not to bring the juice tonight against a banged up offensive line. With, by the way, a couple of their players are inactive tonight as well on their offensive line. So they are banged up. I expect Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones to move the pocket there, to move that line, to push that line back into Lamar. I expect Vaughn, AJ, Gregory Rousseau to get to the outside edge there and just cause Lamar to make some bad decisions there. Don't over pursue because Lamar will mess you up. Don't send blitzes. Just rely on your front four. That's how I would do it tonight. And you got to have a spy. I always have a spy versus Lamar. Robert, I would love to see the Bills being able to run the football on the Ravens. Tommy, to me, it's a privilege to get to watch Lamar and Josh play head-to-head. Absolutely. Lamar's damn good. No, I'm not taking anything away from Lamar. Lamar is a top 10 quarterback, without a doubt. Some might say a top 5 quarterback. But we'll see what happens tonight, man. Usually in big games, Lamar has struggled. I will tell you that. So we'll see what happens tonight. A big game. It's a big game for them because they go to 1-3. That's not a good way to start the season. And they're going against the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be a tough fight, battle for them. And they're banged up. So, yeah, we are too, but offensive line is a big deal. Tommy, breaking news that Chris, soft and country music superstar, has passed away at the age of 88 years old with Willie Lamb. All right. See, I don't listen to country music. I don't know that guy. I know Willie Nelson. I don't know that guy. But rest in peace, man. Never good when we lose somebody. Honestly, I think the Bills will be able to run on the Ravens. Question will be, can the Bills stop Henry? Listen, man. Derrick Henry is a one-on-one, right? Let's just try to slow him down somewhat, right? You're not going to totally stop Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is going to get his. Let's just try to make sure it's nothing. Let's not give up a big run for a touchdown like we have in the past. That's all. We've actually played Derrick Henry pretty well, except he's had some big-time runs against us, right? Like take it to the house run, and then we wind up playing good the rest of the game versus Derrick Henry. But you can't allow Derrick Henry to have one of those big runs tonight for a touchdown. Can't have it. You know what, too? I think you're going to see what you saw last week versus the Jags. I don't think we're going to run a lot. I think we're going to pass more because, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, the Ravens are one of the worst in the league. Or no, I'm sorry, not one of the worst. They are the worst pass defense in the NFL, allowing 291.7 yards per game. The next closest is 255. That is atrocious, okay? And I think it's the Commanders. Yeah, so it's the Commanders. So I'm just letting you know, you got to go with that stat if you're Brady, right? If you're Joe Brady, you got to go with that stat, and you got to pick them apart, and you got to let Josh do his thing against a Ravens defense that has allowed a ton of passing yards on them. Will that continue? We'll see. They are normally a very sound defense, but so far through 3 weeks, they have not been. So I would attack them through the air. I'm not saying don't run the football, but if that's their weak point so far, you got to attack their weak point. Spin. People who was complaining about McDermott game decisions, Chargers choking it up. Yeah, it seems like a lot of teams choke up against the Chiefs. So, I mean, listen, man. Listen, Spin. It's not just us, right? I think we all got to be real when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs and the way they pull it off in these close games is pretty crazy, man. You never count the Kansas City Chiefs out. Never count them out. Doesn't matter how bad they're playing football through 3.5 quarters. They're going to always be in a game. They always have the opportunity to win the game, and they usually do. KC won. Okay. I didn't even look, but apparently they did. So it's 2 minutes to go The Chiefs have the ball. They're up 17-10. Do the Chargers have any timeouts? Because I'm not watching the game. Spin. If they have timeouts, the game's not over yet because KC has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 23. So if the Chargers have timeouts, they still could get the ball back. Just throwing that out there. So I don't think the game is over if they have timeouts. Just a heads up. But yeah, I mean, it is the Chiefs. They tend to win these games. 17-10. I just said it. Is it kneel down time? I mean, are you sure? Do they have timeouts? I don't know. You have to tell me. Anybody tell me if they have any timeouts in that game? Let me know. Anyways, let's get to the next one while Spin is going to let me know if they have any timeouts. All right. Quarterback, Lamar Jackson versus Bills secondary. If Bills head coach Sean McDermott and defense coordinator Bobby Babich have one thing on their mind going into the game, it's stopping the Ravens' rushing attack. Last week against the Dallas Cowboys, the Ravens led for much of the game and only threw 15 total passes. This week should be different. Lamar Jackson will be forced to pass more often, and when he does, the Bills secondary will most likely be lurking in zone coverage. The Bills are 8th in the NFL in passing yards allowed per game, and corners Christian Benford and Rasul Douglas are performing like one of the league's best outside duos. And that is true, man. They are playing at a high elite type level. And this will still be a test. Listen, Zay Flowers is good. Mark Andrews is good. Like, we need to be very sound tonight. We need to play mistake-free football as well. Also, tackling is a big deal, man. I know Derrick Henry is not the easiest to tackle, but you got to make those tackles. All right, the Bills have 2 AFL titles, so it's tied with the Ravens 2 bowls. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. I know somebody was talking to me the other day on an old video I did about how the Bills were cursed. I did this short 2022, and I don't even know if it's you, but somebody was saying, oh, they're not cursed. They won AFL titles. Listen. Yes, they did. I wasn't around for the AFL titles, and let's be real. The AFL title thing is, who cares? It's not around anymore. No offense. Like, kudos to those guys. I give them the respect for getting AFL titles. But right now, we're trying to win a Super Bowl, just like every other team is. And the Bills have 0. So, yeah, I would like a Super Bowl. So, Baltimore has a Super Bowl. KC has multiple. New England has a shit ton. It seems like almost every team right now. There obviously is teams that have no Super Bowls, but yeah, AFL, like, dude, like, I hate. Not that I hate that. I just don't. I don't go that back in time and you're like, well, you know what? We don't have any Super Bowls, but we got those AFL titles. like, I promise you. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't know if any content or anybody that talks Buffalo Bills football has like AFL banners in the background. Like, I don't know if anyone's bragging that the Buffalo Bills are AFL champions. Like, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if I've even ever brung it up ever in a podcast. I'm not saying it's bad, right? Like, kudos to them, but I don't think anyone cares. Like, we've moved on. Like, we're not even, that thing's not even around. So let's just concentrate on what matters, and that's winning a Super Bowl, right? All right. But I appreciate the comment. Lee, the Bills have those AFL title 2 years before the Super Bowl started. Wow, exciting. Like, once again, I'm sure there's certain basketball teams that won in, before the NBA. What was the other league called? Right? Like, when Dr. J was in that league, I forget the league, what it was called, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody's talking trash about their team winning in a totally different time. Like, what I mean? So, no offense. Like, I can't use that as an argument for my team not winning a Super Bowl. We got AFL. Who cares? Like, nobody cares. I mean, listen, if you're from that era, then you care. Cool. Like, I'm not like dissing the old folks that watch my channel and they were around and they watched the Bills win the AFL championship. That's awesome. But I'm not from that era. I'm from this era. Like, we need to win a Super Bowl, man. That's all. Oh, man, y'all funny. Kelly came in the right time. So much of a pain in the ass he was before he got here. He was all in when he became a Bill. Yeah, he was, man. But yeah, he was a pain in the ass. Roy, AFL consisted of 8 teams. Woo! Watch out for those 8 teams. Jack Kent won 2 titles. Don't you disrespect that, man? Oh, well. Yo, man. Watch out for the AFL. Stop. Y'all are so ridiculous, man. Oh, man. Areola, Tommy, thoughts on today? Jets aren't good. No, I think the Jets are not as good as people thought they were going to be, especially on offense. They thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be just this electric quarterback coming off his injury at 40 years old. And by the way, I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is bad, okay? So I don't want anyone to be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is still bad. Like, Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. No doubt about it. I'm not saying he's bad, but a lot of people were like, you know, I think they expected, like, they had these high expectations of Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, they had expectations of the Miami Dolphins and the Jets. Like, they had low expectations for the Buffalo Bills at this point when we have the best quarterback in the AFC East and the second best quarterback in the NFL. Like, come on, man. Like, once again, disrespect. That's all good. Texans aren't as good as people thought. No, they're not. They're not playing good right now. Now, mind you, it is early. It's early. It's a marathon, right? The season's a marathon. So let's not totally say, you know, these guys are terrible. It's over. Like, things could turn around real quick. Y'all remember last year when the Buffalo Bills lost to the Denver Broncos. Y'all remember that, right? And yeah, a lot of us thought the season was probably over at that point. I mean, there was very few of you that thought we still were a great team and we had an opportunity still to make the playoffs. Like, I think most of us thought at that point it was not looking good and the season was probably over. And it's a marathon once again, right? And things can turn around. And sure enough, it did. So I would hold off on, like, disrespecting some of these teams early on. But we could say what we see so far, some of these teams are underperforming for sure. And I think, you know, and I think the media so far through 3 weeks has gotten a lot of things wrong about how this season's going so far. Just throwing that out there as well. Spears, who is inactive? I think we said that earlier, but I will tell you. Teron Johnson, inactive. Mike Edwards, inactive. Terrell Bernard, inactive. I can't even pronounce his name. All right, y'all can say it if y'all want to pronounce it. Edafwan Olafashio. I'm just going to say EU is inactive and Will Clapp is inactive. There's no surprises on that list at all. So, and by the way, I do think Bernard's going to be coming back soon. So I'm just saying the Jags team that looked like it didn't belong in the league, had them dead in the water. But yeah, I agree. They had an opportunity for sure. And they blew it. They absolutely blew it today against that team, against the Texans. They are now 0-4. They had an early lead and they just couldn't get the job done. But that's what bad teams do. They just can't get the job done, unfortunately. Let's see here. Roy, I'm sure Tommy remembers I said there's no way the Bills would win. Yes, Roy was one of them, that the Bills would not win 5 in a row and make the playoffs. And I was worried as hell, Roy. You'll remember that. And I was pissed after the Denver game. And I just said to myself, okay, you know what? If we pretty much got to win 5 in a row. And I was somewhat optimistic after, I forget when we had to start that. Was it the Chiefs game? I don't remember the game where we went on that streak. But after that, I was starting to feel a little bit better because it was a tough game. I thought we played really well against the Eagles. The game we lost. We shouldn't have lost. But I kind of saw the turning there when we lost to the Eagles, that maybe things could turn around for the better. But I was still worried as hell, man. Not gonna lie. Robert, Tommy, the teams that spend extensively in free agency are struggling this year. Yeah, to start the season, for sure. There's also a lot of injuries out there. But listen, we have injuries too. So I don't want to hear from any fan base out there talking about injuries when we have a shit ton. And a lot of key players are injured on this team on the defensive side. So let's see if I have anything else in this one. Okay, I do. So let's get back to this list on the sure. Let me see if I'm scrolling down. There's 3 key matchups. Yep. So we're on the last key matchup here, which is James Cook versus linebacker Roquan Smith. The Ravens are the best in the league at stuffing the run, allowing just 50 yards per game. Their defensive line ranked 3rd in the NFL by PFF, has a few high-level players in Michael Pierce, Travis Jones, and I can't pronounce his name, Mudabuki. These 3 in the Ravens 3-4 base defense should eat up blocks at times and allow their linebackers to come downhill. This will set up Cook against a linebacker in the hole. Roquan Smith is struggling in run defense. He's ranked 42nd in run defense grade for linebackers by PFF. On the contrary, James Cook is averaging 4.6 yards per carry. If running with Cook gets bottled up by the Ravens front, the Bills should be able to find success in targeting their backs and slot receivers in the passing game. Ravens linebacker Trenton Simpson and Smith ranked 35th and 50th in PFF coverage grade for linebackers, respectively. So yeah, so not good, right? Once again, that's why I was telling y'all I don't see why the Buffalo Bills won't do what they did last week against the Jaguars, which is probably lean more on the passing side, since the Ravens have struggled so much versus the pass. They're much better against the run. So I'm not saying don't run the ball, right? Don't be one-dimensional. Let's not take it back to the Brian Dable years or the Ken Dorsey years, but let's attack their weakness, right? Which is pass defense. So, yeah. Happy early birthday. Well, it's actually, you know what? My birthday was yesterday. I turned 46. I'm getting very old, guys. So turned 46 on the 28th. And yeah, man, this will be a nice birthday weekend if the Buffalo Bills can get the job done today. So, yeah. Spin, laugh aloud, ESPN headline, Mahomes leads Chiefs in comeback. It was 10-10 going in the fourth quarter. Right? Wow, what a comeback. Right? Like he was down 21 points or something. So, yeah, so I'm guessing that the Chiefs wound up winning that game, and they did. So it is what it is, man. The Chiefs continue to win these close games. They won today 17-10 in LA. They go to 4-0. All their games have been pretty close, though. The Chiefs are in some close games this year, but they always find a way to pull off a win. They always do. And that's coaching. It's really goes to coaching. And obviously Patrick Mahomes figures things out. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Spin. It wasn't like they were down 21 points heading into the fourth quarter. Though even if they were down 21, it's the Chiefs, man. I've seen it too many times. So, yeah, they're a tough team. All right, let's get to the next thing, guys. Let's get to the 3 keys to victory. That's a good one, right? All right, let's do it, man. 3 keys to victory. Y'all know about the big 3, which y'all know about the big 3. All right, 3 keys to a Bills victory versus the Ravens. Let's get to it. By the way, shout out to Bills Wire. Efficient passing. Look at our boy Josh Allen. Much like last week's matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Bills and quarterback Josh Allen should be able to take advantage of the Ravens' pass defense. That's what I've been telling y'all. The Ravens are allowing the most passing yards per game in the NFL by a large margin, 291.7. Yikes. And their run defense is the complete opposite. They're allowing the lowest rushing yards per game in the league by a large margin of 50, right? That's crazy. Passing the ball seems logical on paper. The Bills and offensive coordinator Joe Brady will look to take advantage of a vulnerable Ravens secondary. Through 3 weeks, the Ravens have already allowed 4 opposing receivers to surpass 90 yards. Sloppy game conditions may be a factor in slowing down the Bills' air attack. Guys, anyone in Buffalo tonight? What is the weather like in Buffalo? Can anyone tell me real quick if the weather, I'm sorry, not in Buffalo, in Baltimore. Can anybody tell me real quick what the weather is in Baltimore tonight, or pull that up while I'm going on to this next thing here? If you guys could pull up the weather for me, I appreciate it. Spin, Andrew Reid was asked at halftime about the severity of his injury, and said he didn't know about. Okay, so I don't know what injury. You're talking about Rice. Yeah, something happened with his leg, man. He was like crying, they had him on the cart. Like, he hit his leg on Mahomes' head, his knee or something. He might have, I wonder if he like cracked his kneecap or something. Just throwing that out there. I have no idea. But it's definitely something with his leg. So it's supposed to rain. Okay. So, you know what? I'm still not concerned, unless it's crazy rain. Josh Allen has a good enough arm, for those kind of conditions. I mean, that's what he's built for, right? So I'm not really concerned. And by the way, our receivers are way better in catch percentage, drop percentage than they were the last 3 seasons, right? That's why we went out and got guys that were sure-handed, because we got to stop with that bad drops. By the way, Khalil Shakir can go for an NFL record today, right? So look for that as well. What's the number there? Maybe somebody could say it before I find it. But there is a record tonight for him. All he needs is 1 catch. So, yeah, if he catches a pass on his first target tonight, he'll set a new record with catches on 28 consecutive targets. Yeah, that's crazy, right? NFL record right there. So Khalil Shakir is the man right now, man. Let's all root for Khalil Shakir getting that record, man, tonight. Scott Blakely, what's up, Scott? Chance of rain increases later in the game. All right, I'm not honestly not concerned, man. Let's do it. My birthday already passed, but my birthday was Saturday, the 28th. So I know your birthday is coming up, so happy early birthday. I hope you have a good time, man. Hope you do whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoy it, man. Spin 27 consecutive catches. Yeah, and tonight's going for 28. So good for him, man. All right, let's get to the next one. Stopping the run, which is this is it, man. It's no secret that the Ravens like to run the football. They are currently second in the league in rushing, averaging over 200 yards on the ground per game. That is crazy. That's a lot of damn yards. At age 30, Derrick Henry is impressively averaging 5 yards per carry. He already has run for 281 yards through 3 games, and he scored 4 times. And quarterback Lamar Jackson has already had games of 87 and 122 rushing yards. Sean McDermott and Bobby Babich will have to be prepared for the run early and often. So far this year, the Bills defense has been middle of the pack at stopping the run. They give up 118 yards per game. That's 16th in the NFL. So yeah, they're right in the middle of that. But they gotta be on their A game tonight versus the Ravens. And by the way, this is why I wanted Derrick Henry on the Buffalo Bills. And a lot of y'all were like, no, Derrick Henry, too old. You get too old. Stop. Come on. Can you imagine Derrick Henry on this fucking team? Guys, come on, man. And there's no disrespect to James Cook. I like James Cook. Ain't no fucking Derrick Henry. All right? And Derrick Henry signed for I'll be honest with you, a pretty cheap deal. In Baltimore. They got him kind of on a steal. And we didn't know. No. Bills fans are so funny sometimes, man. It's like I don't get it, man. I honestly don't get it. Like he wouldn't have been a great addition to this team. Are you guys kidding me right now? We still don't have that. We haven't had that type of running back, like a big physical running back. And I couldn't even tell you the last one we had. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe Carlos Williams, maybe. Right? I guess he was our last 6'2" running back, if I can remember right. But Derrick Henry's a 1-on-1. Why would you get it? Oh, Roy. Oh, F that. Are you kidding me? That's a steal for a player like that. Roy, stop. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. That's not a bad deal. Are you kidding me? You act like he's over the hill. That dude is, you see what he's doing this year? He's fine. He is fine. I would take him in a heartbeat. Oh, Travis Henry, by the way. Love Travis Henry. Travis Henry was damn good. I think he was like underrated, man. That dude was good. He even did good in Tennessee one year. He had like, I think 1,100 or 1,200 yards in Tennessee. But he was a really good running back, man. Shave your face, Tommy. Don't like my, what's going on here? Shave my face. Come on, man. That's, that is the first. I think that's the first time anyone's ever told me to shave my face. I'll get to that. Maybe never. I don't know. So let's get to the next one. Pass protect. Yeah, man, got to pass protect Josh, man. The Bills offensive line has gotten a ton of praise this week. They were ranked 3rd in PFF offensive line rankings ahead of week 4. On Sunday night, they're going to have their hands full. Like the Bills offensive line, the Ravens defensive line ranked 3rd in PFF's defensive rankings. It will truly be strength on strength in the trenches when the Bills have the ball. The Ravens team has 10 sacks on the year, which is good for 10th in the league. The players to watch out for on the edge is Odafe Oweh, and who has posted a 29% pass rush win rate in week 3, according to PFF. And that is it for that article. So there it is, man. That is your big 3. And yeah, man, offensive line has to do their job today. Let's play mistake-free football, right? That means avoid the penalties, right? Protect Josh. Let's try to run block better than you did last week. I know it ain't easy. I get it. Baltimore is one of the better run defenders, but you got to do your job tonight. Very important. And I got to say too, the Buffalo Bills in general have done their job since the second half of that first week against the Cardinals. They really have. I'm talking about penalties, mistake-free football, just playing up to par. Like everyone's doing their job. And everyone's bought in. By the way, everyone has bought in to this offense and defense. Like everybody. And I know it's kind of the same defense, but really, I guess I'll say everyone's bought into the offense because the offense is different, right? Josh Allen is bought in. The receivers are bought in. We brung in guys, receivers that can be physical, right? So all those short passes that we're doing and all those yards after catch, you got to thank guys like Matt Collins and Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, because they're all buying in. They're all blocking downfield. I'm telling you guys, like everyone is doing their job and they're executing. It's all about execution, man. Like nothing that the Bills are doing offensively is wow. Whoa. Like nothing is like we're not doing trick plays. We're not doing anything so crazy on offense. We have this like unbelievable guru offensive coordinator. He's got the players. Everyone he has, all the players are bought into what he wants to do on offense, and they're executing at a high level, and he's calling a good game plan. That's what Joe Brady's done well. And he understands each player's strengths and weaknesses, and he's using them very well in this offense. And that's something that Ken Dorsey never could figure out. And even Brian Daboll at times. So that's what's making this offense click. That's what makes it. That's what's making it special. And that's why we're leading the league in points per game at 37. But yeah, let's keep that going. Roy, we're not a Henry away from winning. I respect my opinion. I'm always right. Yeah, Roy. I never said Derrick Henry is he would have come here. He came here this year. We win the Super Bowl no matter what. Like I never said that. I said if we had signed Derrick Henry to this Buffalo Bills team, believe me, it would have increased our chances even more of winning a Super Bowl. You can't say it wouldn't have. Like that's nonsense talk. Like he is a one of one, Roy, and not only that, he's not slowing down. Like he is playing at a high level. I'm just saying we haven't had that type of running back in forever. Right? I like James Cook. I get it. James Cook's a good running back. He ain't no fucking Derrick Henry. And that is a cheap deal for a guy that can change a game. Change a game. right? He can. On one run. We've seen it multiple times. But it is what it is. We didn't sign him. We didn't even attempt to sign him, it seems like. So it's all good. We have who we have, and it's working. So I'm good with that. But it's nonsense to say a guy like that wouldn't have made a difference. Of course he would have made a difference. Like, that's a silly talk. So I'm just throwing that out there. Shakir. Yeah, dude, Shakir is a beast, bro. Hey, Cali Blitz, my dude. Man, hey, I appreciate you rocking with me, man. Cali's a great guy, man. He always shows support. And by the way, all of y'all that's in here right now, Cole, Spin, Jorge, all y'all, Beth, Scott, Areola, Spin, Spears Bills Talk, everybody, man. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Y'all, man, y'all rocking with me pre-game, post-game. I appreciate y'all rocking with the channel, man, like y'all do, man. Honestly. Go Bills. Damn right, go Bills. Let's do it, man. We got this. Henry doesn't fit our... No, come on, stop. Spin. Doesn't fit our offense. Like, we don't run the ball. You act like he's just... Like, if we had Derrick Henry, man, what would we do with him? I have no idea. Spin, stop. Come on, he's a running back. He's a power back who has... I get it. He's not James Cook. He's not the pass catching back, running back. Who gives a shit? He's a guy that could absolutely wreck a defensive line. Wear you the fuck down. What do you mean he doesn't fit our system? Of course he fits anyone's system. Are you kidding me? Stop. That's nonsense. Of course he does. That kind of player would fit anyone's system. Dude, we're still struggling on short yardage. We still use Josh Allen to pick up short yardage. Stop. What do you mean? Doesn't fit our system. What's our system? Do we have a spectacular, unbelievable offense that I don't know about? Dude, like, of course he would fit our system. We just didn't have the funds, right? That's the truth. Brandon Beane didn't want to spend the money. I get it. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, if that's the real reason. Let's not say we didn't sign Derrick Henry because it didn't fit the fucking offense. Stop. Had nothing to do with that. It's because we didn't want to spend money on a running back. I get it. Okay, I'll deal with that. I'm good with that. But don't say he doesn't fit the system. That's the most absolute ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Ever. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you said that about a quarterback, fine, I get it. You got an offensive coordinator likes to do one thing, and this quarterback, he's not, he doesn't play that, that's not his strengths. Okay, I get that. But a running back's a running back, bro. And he's a dynamic running back. Of course he would fit. He'd fit anywhere. And I think anyone would be glad to have Derrick Henry on their team. We didn't sign Henry because we have, obviously, I get that. And it's not really, was that the all, not really. Let's be real. Come on, that has nothing to do with it. It had to do with money and nothing to do with James Cook. Because even if we didn't have James Cook, I promise you, the Bills would not have signed Derrick Henry. The Bills would have probably drafted a running back like they've been doing since Brandon Beane's been here. Like, come on, man. The only running backs we get in free agency are Ty Johnson and like guys like that. Like, we're not paying for a running back. I'm okay. I get it. All right. At least I can, if that's what you want to present me, I get it. And I understand that. Oh, change it up, Tommy. What, my beard? Come on, man. Listen, man, my beard rules, man. All right. Anyways. All right. So, guys, look, man, let's get to the score prediction. Hey, we're still on Henry because people are still talking about Henry. It's not me. Listen, I go with the chat, Jorge. I'm sorry. I know you want me to change it up, but I go with whatever the chat's bringing. This show is about the chat, right? The chats keep talking. I'm going to go with the chat, man. No, obviously, I didn't want to be stuck on Henry, but y'all keep talking about Henry. So I'm going to respond. I'm not going to ignore the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I apologize if I was stuck on Henry too long. But look, see, another chat right here. Henry's washed. I'm more than that. Anyways, let's get to the score prediction. So first, I want you guys to put your score prediction before I tell you mine. Go ahead and start putting it in the chat, and I'll go ahead and pop them up. All right, Jorge. 24-17. Got it kind of close. All right. Yeah, man. Callie, you know me, man. When I get on a roll, I get on a roll, man. But, you know, listen, it's all opinion-based, man. We all have our opinions, man. So at the end of the day, man, don't mean I'm right. Don't mean you're wrong. It's all fun, man. We all have a good time here. Luis, 31-27. Man, y'all have it really close. Sophia, here we go. Sophia has a 42-21. I'm going to wait for more of y'all score predictions here. Callie Blitz, 24-20. Man, I'm really kind of surprised on your all score, man. Cole, 34-21. Okay, that's about where I'm at. I'll tell you my score prediction in a minute. Roy, Bills, 27-16. I'm very surprised. This guy right here, guys, Roy Collins. I'm very surprised as a score prediction like that because he usually is not he doesn't really, he's not like a how should I say it? He's not a homer, right? Like he's not a rah-rah Buffalo Bills fan. He's a huge Bills Mafia, big Bills fan, but he usually tends to be more on the worry side and have games a lot closer, has this losing. So, Roy, I'm really surprised on that one. I am, man. 27-16. Let's see here. Connor has a 27-20 Ravens. Oh, every time I've picked the other team so far, we have won. Okay. Now that I like. Connor, keep that up, please. Like I am superstitious, right? Like very. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I'm with it. I am with it. Callie, our running game is not going to have an effect in this game. I don't think so either. Their run defense is very good, but you still need to run the ball. Because that will open up play action. You still got to be somewhat balanced. So you can't totally take away the run. Like you got to implement that into the offense, even if it's not a lot of carries, right? But you still got to use James Cook in this game. I don't think he's going to have obviously a monster game. James Cook more than likely will match what he did last week, around 40 yards. But we'll see. Maybe we catch the Ravens sleeping. Maybe they're expecting us to go pass heavy and we catch them sleeping early and we run the ball. So we'll see. Yeah, keep it up, man. Keep it up. So here's my score prediction, guys. You're going to like this one. 34-17. 34-17 Bills win. I think the Bills keep rolling, man. I do, man. I'm just, as long as they don't listen, the only way I think the Bills lose this game is if the Bills shoot themselves in the foot, right? Penalties, turnovers, stupid shit like that, right? Drive killers, right? Leaving points off the board. Tyler Bass missing field goals, extra points, like stupid shit like that is the only way we lose this game, in my opinion. But I don't see that happening. I think we're executing right now at a high level. I think everyone is playing at a high level. They're executing, like I said, and they're playing mistake-free football for the most part. And I think that continues tonight, man. I really do. And it really all starts with Josh Allen. Josh Allen has 0 interceptions. He has the 1 fumble in the first half against the Cardinals. Matter of fact, in that first series. And he's been playing clean football ever since. And he's taking what the defense is giving him, which is all we ever wanted, right? When he needs to put a Superman cape on, you see that Josh Allen can do that. But he's not taking chances like he was, like crazy amount of chances. He's not throwing in double coverage like he was in the past. He's just playing smart football right now. He's letting his playmakers do the job, right? Yards after catch, very important. Look at Khalil Shakir. Yards after catch, man. One of the best, man. So let's keep that up, man. Let's see here. What'll catch the Ravens sleeping is Cook and Davis in the backfield on the same time. Yeah. I am curious to see if Joe Brady opens up the playbook a little bit more, because I still feel like Joe Brady hasn't shown everything yet, because we're still kind of there's nothing, like I said, there hasn't been anything unique or crazy about this offense. It's just well executed. and we're getting everyone involved, right? We're doing a lot of things that matter on the field, right? The blocking, the offensive line doing their job, like everybody's playing a part. But I haven't seen anything unique about the playbook, about the calls yet. I still think Joe Brady has that in the bag. He's just waiting on certain games to present that. I'm not saying trick plays or anything like that, but I think there's more to come from Joe Brady in the playbook. I'm just throwing that out there. Hey, Tommy, do you think Curtis Samuel gets going today? You know what's going on with Curtis, man? I think Curtis is slowly getting better from that turf toe, which is that's like an injury that really, really hurts. It's just it's one of those you could kind of play on, but it really affects the player. But I think he's slowly getting better. As you can see, like last week, he was a little bit more involved. I think you'll see him a little bit more involved this game. So that tells me he's starting to feel better health-wise. All right, his toes probably feeling better. So I think Curtis Samuel, as the season goes on, you're going to see more and more of him more involved in the offense. So I do think you'll see a little bit more Curtis Samuel tonight. But I would just still be a little bit more patient with him on this team, what he could do for the offense. Besides having balls and go for it on fourth down. Yeah. Let's see here. Sophia, hey, Tommy and Buffalo Joe gonna help stop Henry today? Buffalo Joe. Yeah, Joe Andreessen. I don't know. You know, that honestly, that comes down to Dorian Williams and, you know, everybody else, really. Dorian, Gregory Rousseau on the outside, obviously Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones. Like the defensive front has to do their job. The defensive line has to do their job, right? Everybody has to do their part. And we'll see. Balen Spector has to be on top of his game tonight. Tackling, very important. Very important. Especially against Henry. You know how that goes. We've seen it way too many times. So that is key for tonight. Getting into the backfield quick. And by the way, there's no excuse tonight. Their offensive line is beat up, right? The Ravens' offensive line is not that good, and they are beat up right now. So there's no reason why our four can't get into the backfield, right? But you got to make that tackle, right? Missed tackles kill you. They kill you every time. So got to make those tackles when you get Henry in the backfield. Spin, we're using 10 different players. That only leaves a couple plays per play outside Shakir and Kincaid. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I still think there's more to the playbook than we're seeing, is all I'm saying. I'm expecting a lot from the D-line tonight with how Baltimore's O-line is hurt. Yeah, I am too. Like, I really am. But you also don't want to – you got to be careful staying in your lanes, right? You don't want to over-pursue because Lamar will kill you. Lamar will absolutely thrash you up. So you got to have a good spy. I'm not sure who's going to be doing a spy tonight, but just don't over pursue is all. I would not blitz in this game at all. I would just send the 4. I think the 4 can get the job done tonight. But I will say this too. I feel like we've played the Ravens very well. The last few games that we've played them, we've contained Lamar pretty well compared to a lot of other teams. So I'm not overly concerned about Lamar Jackson running on us like crazy. Like I feel like Sean McDermott has really done a good job preparing for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm glad we signed Henry. Oh wait, I had to get the jab in. It's all good. Listen, man, Roy, I'm not mad at it. It just sucks. Like I wish we did, but you know, I get it. It's a business. You got to. I understand that, you know, the salary cap is real, right? So I understand that. I just hope one day, I'll be honest with you. I hope one day, even if it's through the draft, the Bills draft a bigger running back. That's all. Like we need a bigger running back, even if he's an RB2. I don't care, but we can't. We always are having these small backs in the backfield, man. So I don't get it. Yeah, we got this, man. We do got this. 34-17 is what I predicted. A lot of people in the chat tonight has it very close. By 4, 6 points, 7 points, 3 points. There's a few people that had the game as a blowout like me. But we'll see. It's a tough team. A lot of people will say this is our toughest challenge yet to date. So we'll see. We'll find out. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee you one thing. If we beat the Baltimore Ravens tonight, they will still not give the Buffalo Bills credit. They will say the Baltimore Ravens are not playing the right way. They're going to use excuses. Their offensive line was banged up. They'll find a way to discredit what the Buffalo Bills have been doing this season, early on in the season. I promise you. So what I could tell you as Bills Mafia is block the noise, and let's just take this one game at a time. It's a long season, and we'll see what happens tonight, man. We'll see what happens tonight. But a win tonight would be huge. Going to 4-0. We have I think we're on the road 3 straight games now. So it's Baltimore tonight, Houston, and I believe the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. So 3 on the road. None of those teams are easy. I mean, I know Houston hasn't been playing that great, but they still have a lot of playmakers, and you're on the road. The Jets still have a very good defense. So it's important. It is. And I feel like every game's important, but I feel like this game is important, especially on this road trip. You kind of want to get that, hey, all right, we got this. Two more games to go on this road trip. And it's kind of like a mojo thing, right? And I feel like right now the Bills are running high, man, on the mojo. So that I will say. Robert Wilson, I like the national media discrediting the Bills for the Bills, discrediting the Bills. Then after the Bills win, that makes the national media look foolish. Yeah, always, man. Like, keep bringing it on. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'll be honest with you. The only way I ever hear that craziness is like on Twitter, like, because people are sending clips of like people talking shit, like national media about the Buffalo Bills, or hear it through other people. And because I honestly, I don't really watch ESPN. I never watch. The only way I ever watch ESPN, honestly, is like Monday Night Football or a college football game, something like that. But I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a ESPN program, like I don't even know what they have now. First Take? Is it First Take on there? But yeah, it's all garbage. It's all garbage. I would say the only ones right there right now that I still have somewhat respect for, that's in the game, that's not totally sold out, that kind of keeps it real, is Colin Cowherd, Marcellus Wiley, who's not even on TV. He does a YouTube channel. But I would say Cowherd. Rich Eisen isn't bad either, but there's very few. I think Chris Sims is full of shit. I think he's a fake. So there's either way. I'm getting off, going in another direction here. Anyways, guys, look, it's 7:57. I gotta go. The game's about to start. So, guys, man, I appreciate you guys being here once again. Me and Mikey will be on here post game. Y'all know we are the first to go live right after the Bills game. Literally 5 minutes after the Bills finish the game. So if you all want to catch us live, man, and then go to other channels, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, we don't blame you. But if you want to catch the instant reaction right after the Bills game, come to Mafia Sports Report. Show us some love, man. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. And, hey, guys, we got this tonight, right? Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.